Hello people. Welcome back to War in the East 2. From Stalingrad to Berlin campaign. It's been a week since I played, but I kind of remember where we left off in the previous turn. So we moved the units in the north and in the center, or actually nothing happened in the north. We can still take a quick look at the situation in here. It looks very peaceful around the city of Leningrad. The enemy has such a high defensive positions here, except a couple of tiles over here. But using any of our troops offensively would just mean loss of equipment, probably with very little gain, but unless there is some opportunity for encirclement. I'm looking at this kind of maneuver because this unit is weak. This unit is also weak based on our intel. That doesn't necessarily mean that they are that weak, but we wouldn't expect very big resistance over here. But okay. Let's continue along with the front. Here in the Demyansk or Valdai Hills, we have a stable front line. Enemy has these mechanized units and a guards rifle corps protecting the railway line. And I don't really see any easy way getting forward over here, and losing these high ground and heavy woods positions doesn't seem that beneficial, so I think I'm going to be staying here for a while. We have also an encircled unit over here. It's a fresh encirclement, so we don't really they might try to break out. They were successful in the previous turn moving our units, but I'm more hopeful that this time we can hold it. We could even move this unit over there because there is just a fort here. Nothing really more important to defend over here. I'm just thinking if they are able to reconnect or take this tile, what would they benefit out of that? In comparison that we would hold these tiles, could they get supply through this lake? I don't know, is that possible? Even though it's winter time. Do these lakes really freeze? Historically, we of course know that Lake Ladoga, it froze over and they were able to use trucks to send supplies to Leningrad. It wasn't, I don't know about these ports, but were they operational in the summer? But it's well recorded that the Soviets, they sent units through the ice. Okay. So what did we do next also? We destroyed the encirclement over here. We can actually look at the losses quite quickly. Victory points wise, we have gone down because of loss of Stalingrad and Voronezh. So those are the key losses. The order of battle, total men. How about map men? Map men has stayed pretty much the same. Soviets are they are outnumbering us by 2 million men, 2.2 million roughly. In terms of guns, yeah, it's also a massive advantage in terms of guns. Actually, there has been now a lot of discussion with the latest batch that they overpowered the artillery. I'm not playing with that, any of those patches that would have corrected the open fire distance with artillery fire. So my playthrough is not impacted by those changes. But yeah, there was apparently same issue than with the tanks, that the opening distance of the artillery fire was too short, basically. So there were a couple of fires, a couple of bombardments that were supposed to take place, but they never took place in the previous code. And now when they fixed it, they kind of overpowered artillery, so that a lot of elements, combat elements from the enemy that are being targeted by the artillery fire, they cannot really take part in the battles. So there have been some after action reports that in the Stalingrad campaign, Soviets take complete losses when Germans have attacked their positions, like 20,000 men completely just wiped out with experienced artillerymen. So there is clearly something going on there that they have to really think about how to balance. Then in terms of AFVs, of course, we are outnumbered, and by a quite significant margin. We were able to take down quite a few tanks in these first turns, but now Soviets have started to recover. Aircraft. I don't think these are necessarily aircraft losses, they just might have pulled them out from the theater. And then we can also look at losses. Manpower losses for the Soviets. I would say these are relatively high. If we can keep it over 100,000 each turn, I consider those turns to be successful. And we are still in the winter months. In turn 5 we apparently took some damage. In turn 1, of course, that's an automated turn, so it was mostly Romanian losses around the city of Stalingrad. I think these gun losses, these are very important, because artillery is queen of battle. Then AFV losses. For us, I guess these levels are not really that sustainable. Quite high for us. We should aim for something like 1 to 8 losses. So if we lose 200, enemy should lose 1600. We can also look at the fuel situation. Fuel stores required. Fuel pool. Oil stores. Okay. Okay, nothing that significant there. So this section of the front looks just so empty. I'm kind of baffled what to do with this situation. We have these empty tiles. Soviets are like temptingly leaving those empty, almost like inviting us to attack. But if we were to attack, how easy would it be to hold those positions in the open? Because the main problem is that there is no forests, no nothing in here. This is all plains. There is no defensive structures to take over here. So that's why the fort line is kind of crucial for us. Here we don't have actually anything. I would say this is kind of alarming that we don't have anything here. Then our fort line continues. And we have another problem. Another problem there. So yeah, this is the sector of the second army that I'm now looking at. We know that the main Soviet push, if we zoom out a little bit, we know that their main push is concentrated to the south. I have no intelligence. What kind of troops are we seeing here? I have no knowledge on those positions. All I know that there is a concentration of force here, here. A little bit forces in here. And then we have these units. Those are the concentrations of force for the enemy. What kind of openings do we have? This was one thing that I kind of thought about. Encircling the enemy over here. Not sure is it really like truly viable operation, but I'm still like considering it. Then there is of course that operation kind of relies on the assumption that the Italians will hold this flank, and also that magically these positions would also hold. So there is a lot of assumptions going on in that kind of thinking. Destroying parts of this Soviet army over here could help the fact that we need to divert even more forces around Stalingrad. It is just kind of a fact. If we look at this concentration, a lot of units in here, and then they are sneaking over there. So this Romanian flank is going to be super exposed. And then on the other hand, we are being exposed here if this railway is cut. If this railway is cut, the whole lifeline to these front units that are now like trying to withdraw little by little will be lost, and the enemy would be threatening us with an encirclement. So those are the things that we have to now kind of solve, gain like a satisfactory answer to this whole situation here. like the best situation would be that we can somehow trap the enemy, that they overextend, expose their units, and then we just burst or come in and try to encircle them. So that's kind of like what I've been trying to think right now. To do like coordinated counterattacks, that we lure the enemy kind of in and then we attack. But okay, do we actually have potential for going and trying to make an encirclement? We don't have mobile assets here. It's maybe the key problem. If we want to attempt to make any encirclements, we would need assets that have some movement. And currently we only have regiments that are holding this fortified line. We already fought one battle, we fought against the enemy tanks here, so we neutralized that threat. It is quite likely that the enemy will try to concentrate their units to maybe block our advance towards Tula. I'm not sure do we want to go that far though. Taking some positions along this river, I think would be the most interesting. We just need to get the rails online so we can get these units well supplied. They are now a little bit extended. Here next to the Vyazma-Moscow highway, this was the weakest position of our units. So if enemy is kind of smart, they will try to push themselves out, use another division and attack here I mean. But okay. Okay, let's start looking at this situation. Do we have any? I don't think we have any forces to do any moves here right now. Like we have maybe the possibility to shorten this line. I think that we can do. We can seek to shorten it. Although I can also move these regiments if I want over here. And maybe try to... Okay. This is actually extremely strong. 29 and 20. If they try to make a coordinated attack against this Panzer division, I think we don't stand a chance then. I can always shift these units around though. I am going to reinforce this position. I think it has to be this regiment of the 387th Infantry Division. I'm not sure is it enough though. It's 40. $5,000, 2,000, 14,000. Okay. We have another 5,000 here. The problem is that these 5,000 units, they would just need a couple of more weeks out from the front lines. I think I'm going to place it over here. Now we are a bit stronger. Yeah, I think these focuses seem reasonable. This guy should refit. How about this guy? 10 or 12, 9. What if we attack this rifle division? I think we can crush it. I'm going to attack it. Yeah, we rout them completely. That's good. And I think I'm going to refit this unit too. Not completely vital for us, but I think it's also good that we refit them. This guy he's over the limit and he's apparently not that great in the first place. Okay. Panzer Corps, but you don't have any panzers, you just have Stuks. Very high table of equipment. Oh yeah, these are overloaded even. Werfers. These are in such a good of a shape. Okay. I'm just thinking, should we send the Stuks somewhere else? Where they could actually do something. To the second army maybe. Panzer Corps. Who is the Panzer Corps commander? Ah, he seems to be capable. But he's fighting under the second Hungarian army. Well, that's maybe not the best HQ for you. The problem is, of course, that the second army is already over their limit. So is the second Panzer army. Everybody seems to be kind of over the limit. Okay. So yeah, I want these to somewhere where they could really matter. I'm going to be sending them to the second army. Second army, and I think we can also spare one artillery. Second army. And then just pick the closest commander. Yeah, now we are all set up. I'm going to do a little bit scouting. Oh, we can't move here. It would need so much movement. Well, that's not great. Then just go back. Just reverse. I would like to put these divisions back together, but I don't think that is possible right now. I'm going to be moving these guys to where they are actually needed. This other one can't even move. So that settles it. How about this infantry division? Do we still need more troops over here? Well, we would need more troops here if we are really getting serious about pushing towards Moscow. Yeah, we have quite okay units in here. I think they can just rest. We shouldn't move our units too. This all looks rather okay to me. Yeah. Maybe this infantry division. Or how about these panzers? Can they move far? How far can they really move? I would be also kind of happy to pull them out. Well, these guys are going to withdraw anyways on turn number 10. So it doesn't really matter a lot. Doesn't really matter for those guys. Is this... Yeah. Well, okay. I'm going to be moving them though. I need to take this one view off so I can actually see something. Which unit am I selecting right now? So I moved the good one out, okay. Okay, now the good one is like reformed. Yeah, maybe I sent the mobilized forward just to make sure that these tanks don't get hurt. That's my main intention. How about these panzer units? Well, I wouldn't really want to move them, but it's just if I want to put this another tank unit together, I would need to move this other unit for a while. Unless there is a way to build up units without moving any units in the same tile away first. Like if that is possible, that would be great. Seven, 8. I guess I will move it here then. And then I will move this guy here. Put it back together. Then I could potentially pull it out or put it back here. I think I want to concentrate it rather than keep it there on its own. And these units can just wait. Then we also have some little bit issues here with the command range. Yeah, but I want to keep this HQ in the depot, so Yeah, we are going to assign this to another unit. Oh, well, okay. It's not looking that horrifying. Yeah, we can send these guys piecemeal even. Which parts of the railway are really overloaded? Well, okay, we can see that there are some issues with the rails. Yeah, this part is completely blocked out. We could even think about sending these guys to Rostov. There are no big rail issues there and we would really need help in here, so I think Rostov it is. Or directly in front of Rostov. Army group done, okay. That is fair. We have a Panzer division on the way. We are moving a lot of things around. We would need maybe even rail repair guys after we have fixed the rails on this newly conquered land. We would need them really to help with the logistics over here in the south. Well, only like if I'm thinking the positive things, we have already level 1 forts around here. And some of them have like 1,000 men, couple of guns. So that's like looking almost acceptable. This Panzer division, yeah, they got really badly hit. I don't think we can refit anymore. Yeah, these guys just have to be ready. Ready to fight. Oh yeah, now we have a big powerful unit in here. So I can be a little bit more restful on this situation in here. Although it's not like mega bad. I can send the Romanian unit in here. The Panzer division unit. Do they go over here then? Or could they be in front of this infantry unit? That's another possibility. Ooh. Yeah. I'm just trying to grasp this situation in here. It's not looking great. It could be, but it could be worse. That's my only thought. I'm just jumping around a little bit. We had the Panzer Romanian armored division here. They held quite well. They tested almost all of these positions. Was anything like close to falling? This was quite a heavy battle in here. I'm going to take this weaker of these two divisions and put it over here to shorten the line. Let's see. We would need to hold not even like this, but like this. This would be the shortest way forward. So we would like to like occupy, push this guy out. We would have to push more, maybe. I'm kind of tempted with the idea of pushing the enemy a little bit more. They are just in level 2 fort in here. What is the weather like? Snowfall. 10 to 3 it says. That's like 3 to 1. 3 to 1 odds. I'm going to take it. I want to push them. 100 guns taken out. That's always good. So we actually would have some fighting capabilities. This is also like 3 to 1. 3 to 1 odds. I would rather not. Let's not weaken our guys. But that doesn't mean that we can strengthen. We could actually... Let's break it into smaller pieces. And send one of them over here. Now it's 25. Yeah, that's okay. I just wish that these guys could entrench a little bit faster. Pioneer from OKH. Could we just send that pioneer back to reserves to refit? Where is OKH? OKH is in Kiev. Oh, we have some infantry divisions on trains, so yeah, this is the one. Transfer unit, Axis reserves. Well, now it's in reserves, that one. And we still have some infantry divisions on the way. We need them here in the Italian sector. We just have to send them through. Show me the other guys that are on the move. It's this unit. Okay. How about more stuff? This unit in Vitebsk is also on the rails. I think it could go here in Orel. And where is this unit's regiments? Where are your bodies? Nah, it's just a solo regiment. Okay. Well, in that case, I think it could be just refit before it goes in anywhere. Yeah. Yeah, just refit everything. Although not this one, this is in a good shape. Other one is not that good of a shape. And I remember, yeah, it's here. The regiment. Can you actually combine if you like separated the division into regiments? Do you have to attach them to those same regiments, or can you just combine them with any 3 regiments? Is that possible? I haven't ever done that, and it always highlights on the map those sister regiments, so just assume that you can't do it. Okay, we have some command issues in here. Carl, you will get command of both of these. Both of those regiments. Then there appears to be this one. Go to the Panzer Corps. That sounds much better. Yeah, I think these guys can probably even... Ooh, these are quite in a bad shape. Would we have a better regiment to send there? Yeah, I think we could send the French. Yeah, they are even semi-fresh. Yeah, just refit in here. Not really sure, is it that smart to refit in the winter? When the supply is an issue in the first place, so maybe just keep the units weakened. But if we look at the supply situation in the center here, yeah, it's yellow, but supplies are flowing. I think things are going rather well there. But okay. I've been bouncing back and forth here for quite some time. I'm now like reassessing this offensive. The problem is that these guys... We wouldn't have anything to hold these guys anymore if they... both of those... If both of those, yeah, move, there is nothing to hold the enemy anymore. Italian army. Yeah, this is cursed. Yeah, no, rather no. Okay. We have range. Enough range to get this division. Is it really that its combat strength is so little? I think it must be just because of the train transports. This routed Cosseria unit, I'm tempted to send it away from this railway completely. These are routed, they are completely destroyed. Yeah, I'm going to send you over here. Yeah, they're completely destroyed. My goodness. These guys are on train. They can move on train still much closer. Oh yeah, we have 3 infantry divisions, 2 here, 1 here, and also another one over here. Yep. Yep, this guy was on rails. I see. Well, not over here, not in front of them. But this left flank kind of tempts me. Because what happens if these guys concentrate, push this out, and we have more units here? And what if they push this? This is also looking super weak, and this is looking mega strong. I see. Okay. This is pretty bad. I'm considering. I'm also thinking about splitting it into smaller units, because we have level 2 forts, or level 2 fort here, where the Italian unit is here only level 1. That's good to point out, only level 1. This is only 7. What is the priority? Is the priority to hold? I think this could be a reasonable plan. To put it in here. Because putting more units over here is... like, how are these guys even supplied? It's not really in a... it's not that great of a position. We could only even... with this infantry we can reinforce these Italian positions. For this one we couldn't even send any help with this. I'm going to do it like that. Yeah, now it's 19. That's a strong position now. Yeah, even if they would crush this, they don't have enough movement to do all that. So let's do something like that. Yeah, okay. We would need more cores in here. These guys have this has just flak guns. I would really need artillery. Go over here. Yeah, just whatever, go. And there's the army group B headquarters over there. Then we have another panzer division, 70 tanks. 70 tanks is... it's enough for in winter time, you know. Usually not enough, but in winter time, okay, maybe. These guys are from Stalingrad, I assume. Oh, this railway is already getting like... we can see it's starting to go into red. That's never good. Yeah, okay, let's send these guys. This is scary though. Are the... What if these are tanks? Like, if these are tanks, we have nothing to oppose them. They would cut the rail anyways. Yeah, we have to organize. Okay, let's go back to the drawing board. So if this unit is a tank, we know for a fact that this unit is a tank. This unit can probably move up to like here. At least. Minimum. If I'm just calculating that this one movement is 3, 9, 12, 15, 18, 20, 21, well this is more. Moving in here is more. And moving in here is also, is it like +1 or +2? Can be even +3 because it's, so it's like 6 movement in here. 6 movement in here. It doesn't mean that we are like completely ruined this week, but next week we could be ruined. That's why we are sending more units to the slot. I'm thinking like this, like Guadalcanal, that we are sending to this senseless grinder units. Panzer division is refitting in here. Does it have the luxury to refit still? Should it just like... And this Romania unit is completely destroyed. So have we decided what are we going to do in here? I think kind of like our only sensible option. Yeah, let's not try to do any encirclements or anything that would leave us exposed. Like, I think that's the main rule right now. Minimize exposure. So this tank unit has to go. Now it's just the question which units should have the honor of moving it. Yep, these guys are so weak. Who still has the most combat capability? Well, it's not that Romanian unit. I don't think this Romanian unit is going to be really successful unless they are equipped with anti-tank guns or something. Can you be equipped? Or does anybody have Panzerjäger equipment? Okay, 100% table of equipment. Panzerjäger battalion in here. Okay. It's Hube. Hube should be able to summon the Panzerjägers. Like I count on him on this one. Because I would rather not attack with units on this side. They have only combat value of 2. Combat value of 2. I'm not going to use this tank offensively because we can still put that into a fortified position. For instance in here. But I think this tank has to fight. I'm going to do a switch that the Romanian unit get out of here. I don't think even pushing this forward unit here doesn't really make sense because there is so much units behind. Just waiting for their turn to hit on us. But if they're waiting to hit us, would it make sense to preserve this Panzer division? I think it would. Like, personally. Show me this. You have Panzerjägers yourself. I see. Some howitzers. There's also construction units. So it would be only 4 to 2 attack. Possibly using Panzer Grenadiers. No. I want to actually make sure. I have to take this guy. I'm going to assign Panzerjägers to make sure that we are actually using Panzerjägers. And then I'm taking those, and Hube might use Panzerjägers, so do it. So we had Panzerjägers. Hube didn't, of course, he didn't use Panzerjägers himself, so he didn't have any air support. We lost 17 bombers, 10 tanks. Well, that's actually the ratio that I'm expecting. 1 to 8 tank losses. Like, not great. I always want to minimize tank losses, but it's just not always possible. Now the second question is the escape from here. Only one. They can move one. Okay, these can move even here. Oof. It's 2 tank corps. 2 tank corps. Stux pioneers. We could have a massive tank battle, you know. Put Panzerjägers. These are just, the supply situation is so bad. I'm going to fly here some supplies, but I need some air escorts for them. Is there really no escort planes anywhere close? What is the problem now? I had a lot of fighters in the area. Is it that I pulled them out too far? Okay. No fighters here either. I guess I might have moved the fighters way too far. There is a Oh, very reduced fighter force in here. Let's explore this a little bit. 2, 21, 25. Maybe that guy could go here. Idiot. 0 out of 1. Okay, they don't still move. Move in this phase, I see. Yeah, but we would need fighter support. Maybe even Italian fighters. Well, the Italians are needed there. Tell me, where are my fighters at? Olshanka. (19 BF 109s) in Rzhev. And they have very little ammo left. I see. AG3. They are here now. I guess they will escort us to the battle when we hit these tanks. We hit them with all we got. Do we have to use tanks to attack tanks? I think so. So I'm going to move this unit. I'm going to assign them. Are they? Okay, these are in a different Panzer Corps. Which else? Which units belong to this? This unit, Hubes unit. So it's these forward elements here. I see. And who is your commander? Airline Friedrich. Well, you have Panzerjägers also. Well, I think you could use them. Stuks can always be used as tank killers. Should we use them also this time? I think so. Yeah, okay. Let's put Stuks on these guys. And then these guys get the Panzerjägers. They are just, otherwise they are not really heavy hitters, so that's a little bit concern of mine right now. This is the 4th Panzer Army. And these were, yeah, Herlines. Okay, but this would be assigned to Herlines unit. Yep. So it's... Which one? Was it this 8th Corps? Let me check. Yeah, it's the 8th Corps. Sorry, it looks like that I'm just clicking around in here, but that's how things are sometimes. I want to take both of these. The Romanian cavalry would be just on the way, I think. And from here, I'm going to take the motorized. And here the infantry division. It's 3 to 1. Am I fine with that? I think I am. Let's go. Yeah, we got our fighters in the field, they protected our bombers, and we were able to take 100 tanks out. Oh, that was a great battle. Only 8 tanks lost. We had the Stuks. They were not routed, but they withdrew. Like, yeah, the infantry was left, but we managed to take out the tanks. Such a massive victory. 195 to 0. Okay. But okay, we see destroyed, damaged, disrupted ground elements in the field. The Soviets had here though, if you look in the middle, Soviet 12,000 ground units disrupted. So I guess that's what our artillery did. And how about ours? 2,000 were disrupted. But I guess disruption can also be caused by the weather. If it's like a blizzard or something. That means that sometimes when it's a blizzard you can't coordinate your attack, that some of your troops just can't find it to the attack staging areas, you know. So I think it has to do with that too. So we lost some Panzer IIs and also Panzer IIIs. I see. Destroyed ground, air. Is this not like total? Yeah, I think it is total. And then we can see in terms of Soviets what kind of weapons were we able to destroy. T-60s, 70s, 34s. Okay, T-34s. Rocket launchers, vehicles, anti-tank guns. Yeah, that's all cool. Cool stuff. Can these units move anymore? No, they really can't. I guess these were like unready in the beginning. I didn't commit them to fight. Right. Or did I accidentally make them fight too? Jaeger division 295. I don't know. But I think the major threat is now like it's a little bit cleared. There is this Romanian cavalry unit. What could that do? Then we have one completely depleted unit. I think the depleted ones should just cross the river, because everybody should cross this river. Like having this defensive line. We make a defensive line over here. That would mean pull out from here. Okay. I think we might have committed these guys to fight. But that's completely fine. It's not a major issue. We need to kind of keep this airport, because it can supply these nearby areas. So I'm just wondering what is the best way to ensure that we can really hold it. Romanian Armored Division. These are all kind of beaten up divisions already. Okay, the Romanian armor. There is now two options for it. One option, fortify these forward positions in here. 18, 9. They probably will crush through the Romanians here. Can I spare? Can I put this? Can I leave it only for the Italian unit? Because they have to do a river crossing. Can they then do an organized attack? I'm thinking about doing that. It's just playing time. I'm playing time here. This is level 2 defensive position. Oh, there's an HQ in here. And we also have an airport. There's a lot of Romanian recon planes in here. Romanian dive bombers. How confident are we that we can hold this? I think we need major reinforcements there. So let's do some moves. These are 10,000 Romanians. Yeah, the 10,000, they should go in here. It's only 12. Only 12. That is not good enough. He could reinforce it with the Romanian armored division. Yeah. It's looking bad. Would these guys be withdrawn? Have they fought? No, they have just like been like trying to hold the enemy a little bit. Just play time. Okay, these have now 10. 10 might be good enough for us for now. Sending the armored unit here. They're going to be very worn down when they get in here. Another option is of course over here, but then they would be more worn down. How about the tanks? Like these divisions in here. Keeping 7 divisions in. I mean like 7 combat strength. It's kind of scary because this is scary. This is scary. And we need to hold the airport. We need to be holding in so many places. I'm going to put this in reserves. And send the panzer unit in here. Then we still have this guy. The 8th Corps can move now forward. It could actually even move into the airfield. And increase the flow of supplies. That kind of sounds smart. I would like you to get some construction battalions. These are all... They are not even full strength. But okay, I want some construction battalions. How about this tank unit? Should it go also in here to hold the airport? Or what on earth are we doing? 8, 6, 3. I think these guys are going to fall back. There is nothing really. Nothing else is possible, I think. Okay. Is there like possibilities to be pulling any units back? And attacking this single rifle division kind of tempting me. Mechanized corps. There is so much stuff in here. I would rather have them all keep their cohesion. So what can the Romanians do for us? That is what I'm asking. Asking today. Army, okay, 4th Panzer Army. You have to go in. Have to go in here. Sorry to tell you, but you really need to go in there. our fortified positions are kind of they're kind of misplaced. Like, let me try to illustrate this for you. Yeah, this is okay, color. So and I can't really call these as fortified positions even. Or this I can call fortified, this I can call fortified, and this one. So I've been now thinking about moving the Panzer division over here. That should it be placed here to block the entrance of this unit? Or should it be a little bit behind in here? If it's behind in here, this unit, of course, it can just go in here and try to attack here and cut the rail that way. Or my other option that I was considering was this. Then this unit might just get here and get stuck, not necessarily able to attack. Like, yeah. Then I would have some sort of a line in here, but there is still like this kind of a gap here. So I guess I'm willing to put this guy in here. Just do it. Yeah, now they are there. They are blocking. They are blocking this enemy unit. We can't do any. We could do a deliberate attack on this guy. But I don't think I want to weaken any of these units here. So no, this is an important position. This is also very important. This position falling would be a mini disaster. So instead of taking this long way over here, because the combat value, anyways, even if this guy, the Romanian armored division, would get in here, this march would really destroy them. It's not really the enemy, but the movement in winter that would destroy them. So do that kind of move instead. Now it's a 20. Okay. Yeah, I feel like we need more panzer units in here. Yeah, I think so. Something like that. And then we can commit, if we want to, we can commit this panzer division to the airport. I think we want to do that. And now let's run some air supply in here. And we have air support. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Let's do some air support. I mean, like air supply. A lot of tons. And they still have some movement left. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool though. Army Group B is a wrong army group for you guy. Panzer Corps. It's going to go over the limit, but it has to. We would need to send more corps, not just divisions, but actual corps in here. And we would need like an army, because we have army group done, but I'm also, yeah. Are these directly, they are directly under army group done. What if we make 4th Panzer Army an assault army? I think that's the only way. Might be a really bad idea, but it can also be a good idea. We have the political power to do that. So let's just do it. Then we can assign these panzer units that are now under Army Group Dawn. They could be, the corps could be under 4th Panzer Army. I know that they can't build level 3 fortifications, but I don't think that's viable anyway, so I would rather have them in high fighting quality. All those tanks. So yeah, set us out. Let's do it. And they are. Okay. 4th Panzer Army. Yep. That's good. That's pretty good. (11/10). Is there command issue? Yeah, there are some command issues in here. This core. Reassign. LE or LI in English. Yeah, 6th Army still has too many units under its command. This is completely depleted. We can put it to Army Group Dawn or something like that. Even. This is 6 now. 8. Then this Romanian unit hanging out in here. Yeah. Ubes Panzer Corps. I see. Yeah, well, these are all pretty full. Yeah, now it's completely to the max, and there were some rule changes that you shouldn't go any unit over the limit. in the assault armies, so let's not do that. I think this is the moment when we move the panzer units. How much does it actually require to disembark or get out of those trains? Is it 80? Isn't it 80? I think it is 80. Nah, it wasn't. It was more. That is required, okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to move it manually or by the road. Do a road march. Except there are no roads. They are going to be quite badly out of oil and everything. But the thing is, I think we need a unit in here to block. The cavalry has refitted. The cavalry could also join this party. Just to be a little bit further ahead, you know, because then the enemy has to like fight its way through, or it's gonna take movement penalties. So that's my like idea. Okay. It's no longer looking that horrific. It's still rather bad looking, the situation in general, but it's not like mega horrific. And then it happened to be so that our move to the move of the panzers over here was probably the reason why the enemy decided to pivot their troops around, and now they are threatening this panzer division over here. Cossack regiment was completely beaten in combat. Have these refitted? Yeah, they have actually. Excellent, they are in a really good shape. These guys refit. Where would I want to put units in rough terrain? Oh, Dart Koch. That's an interesting name for a place. You could even set panzer units static. No, never do that. That means that they are deprived of their trucks. And will they ever get their trucks back? No, I don't know. They need those trucks. So, because some people have been doing that when in the winter months they just withdraw the panzer units to the Axis reserves, and then they notice that they will never replenish those trucks. So they are basically mobile units. I think that we might have to take these units that I carefully planted in here, take them back. There appears to be no enemies in here. There could be, but we flew some recon in here and we revealed all these stuff that is happening over there. We could even make it in here. Is there a threat for an encirclement? If we reinforce this position in here. What color did I pick? Let's take green color. This position in here. Let's imagine that they just burst through. This unit might get in here. So they might be somewhere like at least like this. And then our only way out of here would look something like that. Yeah. I think what we want the enemy to come to us. So we have apparently some a little bit fortified position over there. Should we just go to the line, the railway line, or thinking about this too? This guy goes here. Yeah, instead of doing railway movement, we just go in here. Okay. And we go in here. So we are now at least covering those positions a little bit better. Is the enemy weak? Like, let's put all of this aside. Is there a threat? Are they actually being reckless? I'm just trying to imagine a possibility of bursting through here. How fast are these to react and join the battle in here? I don't think there are any mechanized. It's just all leg infantry. Except maybe this one. Like, what if I was to push forward in here? How badly would we hurt them? Like, where are they getting their supplies from? It's this railway line, right? I think we have enough forces to make a breakthrough. I'm going to, by the way, try to attack them. Nah, this is too little. We need more strength. Are everybody within their command range? I think they are. Maybe like this. Okay. Very successful attack. Picking out the weak parts of the enemy units. Yeah, this mountain division. Mountain division. There are just not enough mountains. Or there is here, but I don't think we want to send the guy there. I think we want to maybe reinforce. Yeah, what if we... Oh no, it's very weak. How come is it so weak? It's just... It's this mechanized... The Viking Panzer Grenadiers that are holding this part of the sector together. Otherwise it's in a threat of collapse. So, okay. I'm also tempted to take care of this rifle brigade, but no, we need to maintain cohesion, so... There is... This is rough terrain, okay. If I move this guy to the rough terrain, it performs better. Not excellent, but at least better. Let's see. Let's do something like this. We take the infantry division out. Yeah. Something like that. Now the southern flank is very exposed. But there is no enemy units in here at all, so we can just pivot around to the Panzer Corps. Why? Okay, they had some open slots, I guess. Okay. Yeah. I guess so. This is all very experimental. Very experimental indeed. Now these guys are way too packed. We have this one infantry division, let's take that out. $27. Let's make them march in here. These guys are in reserve mode. I want those to be in reserve too. Something like this. I have no idea how well is this defense gonna go. Probably next turn we will realize that, oh, this is way too strong and we have to withdraw. Well, what would be the ultimate point where we want to then withdraw if we withdraw from here? Like if we consider that these are forward positions. We have these airports here. They are high assets, important assets. So I'm also like considering would that make any sense? Because this is highly defensible area here. Also, this is highly defensible. This area indeed is not defensible at all. So that would require some fort building. Units would need to be there right here, right now. And then we would like use this river, or I mean Lake Manic to cover the northern flank. Maybe even if they try to push in like through this kind of hole or something, we just encircle them. That is another possibility. But when would that retreat need to happen? If we could make it happen, would it need to happen right now? That's something that I don't know. I'm going to wait one more turn and see if this turns into some kind of catastrophe. Then my first move is to take these units, assign them over here to start building forts or like something. What would it look like? We want to maybe keep this depot. So would it be some kind of a pivot? Something like that. But that would mean that we would have to hold this. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm pretty much done with this turn. Only thing is that do I have faith in this position? That's my only thing that I'm like thinking about. Because maybe we can fall a little bit. Yeah, like that. Because I have some air units here in the airport. Especially these dive bombers. So let me just put the air mode on. I'm going to be moving these guys a little bit. We just lack airfields here. This is also a little bit too close for comfort. Let's do an immediate transfer. Can't they even move actually? For some reason they are not really moving anywhere. But I can't see them here anymore, so I guess they did. They are on the move. I'm actually entertained about the idea of building these air bases. I have never done that before. I haven't had the need to do it. Do you know, like, how can I expand? Do I have to just right click it? Build airbase. Okay. Can't I build it to level 2? Or do I need to? Yeah, okay, here, expand. Expand airbase. Yes. I want to expand. Expand that. Then we have 1, 2, 3. What we are maybe lacking. Well, we have this. Voroshilovgrad. I think we have enough then. That's fine. That's completely fine. The last thing that I need to do before I can turn. Oh yeah. The core. The core that I've been wanting to have in the front lines. Goodness. Where should it be? It should be probably here. Take all these units that are like here scattered around, belonging to this single core. I think that makes sense. Change HQs already. How about this one? Panzer army, no, we don't want to assign it to that. This is going to be a multinational core. He had one fresh infantry division here. Yep. I did remember this to the Caucasus or to the Stalingrad. Everything is now going there. We would get it directly in here if we need it, but I don't think we need it there. Having it in the center. Fresh unit in the center or in the Stalingrad situation. Yeah, I think it's pretty easy to think where it is needed, but the problem is that our rails are getting completely overused. Like, look at these rails, they are like a little bit red even here. So that is not great. Let's actually take, well, these are all Romanian divisions. I want to move the Panzer unit a little bit. I think the core commander can go there. The Panzer is here, a little bit unnecessary. Or no, let's withdraw one of these guys. Yeah. One of them away. And the Panzer there. Refit. Something like that. That looks better. much better. Can we see any divisions here? Anyone? Anywhere? This is what we just moved. Yeah. How about here? I think it's important that we guard the ports. I've seen the AI do a couple of naval invasions to Crimea, but that was in 41. So yeah, holding these makes sense. Having this mobile unit here, it could make sense because they might need to be reinforced, even though you can see a high defensive value. But if they are so badly outnumbered in the combat, that doesn't necessarily matter anything. Okay, these can move. No Luftwaffe field divisions. Go in there. That's okay. I think that's it. Let's select an appropriate zoom level. And yeah, this is the only thing that I'm thinking, like, should this Panzer division go here? Are these going to be pushed hard? Yeah, I don't think the threat is here though. I think they should be here. That's going to be my last move. That one. Yep. If I forgot something, I forgot it. There is nothing else I can really think of. Oh, this one. Oh, but they can't go on rails. So I guess... Yeah. These divisions are just waiting to get transported out. I think they could go... They could even go here to the north if a bad situation was to happen. We have at least one regiment there to help out. Oh no, what is this? These regiments. We can change their command. That's maybe the final thing then. These guys are also out of reach. Where is this guy supposed to be? Like 16th Army, it's so much over its limit. Combat limit. Like too many troops under its command. Do we have to overload these two? X-Corps. I'm getting them. No, they would be still out of reach. So no point in doing that. Oh, okay. This motorized would have some. And we can do... Let's do some air freight there. Because we need these guys in the hills, Valdai hills, to be properly supplied. Okay. Oh, we can set these static. I think we want to do that. Yes. And also these are badly supplied, so maybe not them, but these other ones, yeah. And this infantry division or this corps. Are we really willing to put this? Yeah, I guess so. I guess the infantry division could also go static. The rest are fine. Yep. Now I'm going to do it. Next turn. A new year. 1943. What to expect from 1943? Well, the Stalingrad onslaught was kind of, at first it didn't look that bad, but now that I have been looking at it and like turn after turn, the attacks are just continuing, relentless. We have lost the forts. It's looking worse and worse. And in the Caucasus too. But in the center we really managed to do the best out of the worst situation. The Soviets were way too passive, and it was easy to exploit that. And in the north nothing is really happening. It's only the disaster is in the south. Well, this ended up being like an extra long stream. I didn't really mean to play maybe this long, but I felt like that it had to be done. Because I haven't really been playing War in the East, even though that's the main game that I kind of want to play. But decisive campaigns is also, it's just maybe a little bit easier in a sense. Although it can be also pretty relentless and unforgiving if you make bad decisions. Enemy attacks. There was a reduction of fort level. That's somewhere where we have to reinforce. Yeah, only 13 combat defensive value. I hope that they don't attack again. 120,000 men. Jesus. 48,000 men attack there. That is not looking pretty. 111,000 men against 34,000. Okay, 35,000 versus 60,000. Oh jeez, that was close. Yeah, that's a no-brainer, but we still lost more than the enemy. This is brutal. And they still continue with the attacks there. Now they take 10-1 losses. Was that it? Assault enemy weak points. Oh my god. Soviet Crimea ops. Are they planning to do some Crimea stuff? Yeah, that was brutal, that fighting. To see that it's actually over 100,000 men assaulting us. It's like full armies. Okay, the 3,000 men, they withdraw or we hold. 10,000 hold against 70,000. 29,000 hold against 60,000. Well, that's a fortified position. And now the panzers, the panzers are destroyed. Oh no. And they are attacked again. We lost those tanks. The cavalry division is routed. And we are assaulted also in the Caucasus, and we are withdrawn. The Romanians. German units hold. Yeah, this isn't looking pretty. We have air support, but we lose that rough terrain. Oh no. They attack again. They were able to take down one of my tanks. 2-1 losses, so they are actually doing pretty successful attacks. I hold. HOTS units hold. Okay, infantry division holds here in the flank. And the Italians. Now they got attacked. I moved all of my Romanian units to the same position and they actually hold. And the Romanians hold here. Amazing. But now they are routed. Second attack. Oi. And now the tanks are converging. How about the Italians? The Italians are still alive, but only level 1 fort. Hungarians do an okay job. Yeah, we hold. Ooh. The Italian units there didn't hold, okay. Here the Alpinis hold. Okay, it's level 3 fort. Like, yeah, we really needed those reinforcements to that sector. Jeez. The attacks still continue. They are cycling. Even more attacks. Even more attacks are coming. Would this be it? Was that the last one? No, still more. Reduction in fort level. Not good. Not good. Well, that was easy. They attacked from 3 sides. They try to break out, but to the opposite direction. There's actually 37,000. Here only 9,000. Those are really big units. Okay, we hold there. Panzers hold. I didn't see the casualties though. South of Kaluga we are pushed away, even routed. Panzer divisions. Panzer divisions are broken. How the hell? And it's only level 1 fort now. Oof, 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 oof. Should we consider defense in depth? Like building forts behind currently fortified positions? Because the severity of these attacks really surprised me. Like I knew that they were going to attack and yeah. We only take casualties, they don't take any casualties. Yeah, this combat is brutal. Brutal and unexpected a little bit. Like I don't know, maybe my expectations are a little bit too high, a little bit too unrealistic. That I think that we can hold most of the positions that we have, but apparently it's not the case. Well, was that it? Yeah, that was it. Oof. Oof, oof. Oh, they are using the captured. Yeah, they are supplying a lot of it. Yeah, I had that. So the rifle corps got away. It escaped the encirclement. They were able to, like the 9,000 men are still there, but the 30,000 they escaped. That's really bad. And they managed to defeat the Panzers. I'm a little bit shocked. So yeah, a couple of unexpected defeats. Yeah, we can do like a very quick inspection of the front, and after that I'm gonna call it a stream. Okay, we have positive change in men and tanks. Totenkov arrives. That's and then also Croat infantry division arrives. Panzer divisions Das Reich arrives. We get the first Panzer Corps for the SS. Paul Hauser is going to be the commander. Well, these are elite divisions. Well, look at those. These guys can hit hard. My goodness. These are some elite units. And Totenkopf. They have Vespes, Hummels, Tigers. They got it all. Now at least this encirclement held. This held too, but is this the rifle corps that got away? How did they manage to move this far? Like there's units encircling from all directions. How on earth did they manage to move like that? I'm shocked. Where were the battles? Here. 2 battles. First one we held. They had a massive advantage. There we had air support. Second one. Anti-tank. Oh, they had 3 anti-tank brigades. Ay. They really picked us out. I guess that's what happens when you have tanks without infantry support. Jeez, that was brutal. A lot of combat. Basically everywhere. Here especially hard combat. But I guess they also have weakened themselves. Except the artillery. Artillery from the attacking side. It's counter battery fire, but I don't know. Okay, let's take the battles away. Check out all those breakthroughs. It was here. Which unit attacked? There is nothing here close, based on our intel. How bad is the Italian situation in here? Well, the Romanians, they held to the last moment, and then they got pushed out. Here they held. And here is their push. And the second concentration. This seems to be safe. Nothing is safe in here. We can no longer stop this kind of breach in the middle. This is going to be quite chaotic. There are no forts ahead. Yeah. And it's elite guards tank corps. Rifle corps. And mechanized and armored have appeared to the sides. They took some land here, but nothing has appeared yet. Oh, now they are doing some moves here. Well, this unit can't hold in here. The tank Panzer division got completely destroyed. That was really sad. Sad to see. And now that they secured this flank, now these guys are moving. And we have some some reserves to respond, but we got kicked out from the rough terrain over here, which was really unexpected. Complete failure. We had even air support. They have a lot of artillery though, but yeah, this is a bad result. Okay. Yeah, the Stalingrad situation, I think that the noose is like tightening around us. Can you see this? This unit took four battles. 100,000 men. Massive tank losses though. And we were fairly even. Yeah, our bombers, yeah, our air support really saved us here. Look at that. And in the Caucasus also these breaches here. The Romanian sector. Well, what else? What else? It's always Romanians, Italians, or well, not Hungarians. Hungarians are doing their job over here. They seem to be really resilient. Italians have lost their forts. These have been now severely weakened. But our divisions have arrived. So we have a counterattack possibility and we can reinforce. Reinforce before this rail is cut. So yeah, we are just on time at the last possible minute. And I'm glad that I reinforced this position because it got hit quite heavily. Yeah, two quite heavy attacks. Well, at this point I want to thank everybody for watching the stream. It was extremely long one, but I haven't been playing for quite some time, so I think it was justified. Thanks everybody for following, and see you on the next one then. Bye.